Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Afton and I'm Monty's Tarot Child. Here on my channel I do pick a card readings like the one that we have here today and general readings for the public. All of my readings and content now will be released through my Patreon first. Patreon is a platform where you can gain early access and exclusive access to the content that I'm not putting anywhere else. So I will leave that link in the description box down below. Today for you, I have 4 piles to choose from. This is the message from your inner child. So I would like for you to take a moment to pause and meditate on which pile holds the message for you and will give you the most comfort and the most wisdom from your inner child. And let's get right into the video. Hello, pile number 1. You chose the beautiful citrine quartz cluster. And I'm going to let you take a moment to gaze at its energy. And I'm going to put it right over here so that you can continue to connect with the citrine quartz cluster. I'm going to start off by pulling some initials and zodiac and angel number signs for you here, just to get a general energy of either you or the energy that is around you. Let's see, we'll do, too many. Okay. We'll just do those right there. Let's set this up a bit. So, the zodiac that we have out first is Aries. Okay. So you could be an Aries, know an Aries, or have heavy Aries within your natal chart. We also have Gemini. Okay. So you could be a Gemini, know a Gemini, or have heavy Gemini in your natal chart, of course. We also have the angel number 333. Okay. So this could be an angel number that you are seeing a lot of, or will be seeing more of coming soon. We also have the initial W. Okay. So this could be a part of your initials or someone important to you. And we also have the zodiac Cancer. Again, this could be your zodiac in your natal chart or heavy zodiac energy that influences you. Okay, let's see if we can space it out nicely. And I'm going to look at the oracle for your inner child's overall archetype, overall energy that we have here, and then we'll get into the rest of the oracle. So we have the Village as your inner child's overall energy, and even possibly the energy that you grew up in. Okay, so off of the bat, the energy that I'm getting here definitely is it takes a village. So it could be that your inner child or you specifically were raised around a lot of different influences. It could be the fact that you have a really large or a really close family. So it doesn't necessarily have to be many people, but people who were very, very involved with your day-to-day. But within the village and the things that, or definitely just the overall message that your inner child is wanting to send to you, is that the village is not only where you grew up, but the mindset that you grew up with as well. So this could be physically or it could be metaphorically for you, pile number 1. But this is a place where you grew up or a mindset that you grew up with, but now it is time for you to start leaving that behind. That is what is represented in the village. It is a place of comfort. It is a place of familiarity, but it's also a place of limitations sometimes and boundaries as well. It is to the point where the village and the villagers, the people who were actually influencing you in your life, they don't want you to leave behind this place or this mindset for fear that you may not come back, either literally or, as I said before, metaphorically as well. But I think what you may be struggling with now is the knowledge and the understanding that there is an expansion approaching you, or a path opening up for you, an opportunity for you to leave behind something. And those around you, those who have influenced you the most, may not agree with that step, with that move. Again, the message that your inner child is wanting to send right now is for you to thank this space, this area, these people, this situation for all that it has provided for you, and all that you have learned there in this space. But to take that and all of your knowledge and all of your experiences in that place and to move. Literally hearing the world is awaiting you, is waiting for you to open up to the possibility that there is something more than what you have only just now understood or have grown up with all of your life. Okay, so let's see what else we have for messages from your inner child. We'll start with the dream cards first. We have, what makes your heart beat faster? Believe the signals your heart sends you. When you learn to listen to your heart, you'll begin to follow it. Okay, so definitely a large part of this journey for you is listening to the signals that your heart specifically is sending to you, because it is, as you begin to follow it, you start to understand why you were called to it in the first place. Again, this is not going to be a path that other people around you are familiar with or are knowledgeable with, especially with this Aries energy here. And being that is the first zodiac within the zodiac wheel, and they are the initiators of things. So that may be a difficult or an unusual energy for you to step into, to really say, you know, I have to go first. I have to be the first. I have to be the one to make the moves and to move out of what my family, what my lineage has always known, and to try something different that is more heart aligned, that makes me very passionate when I wake up every day. And maybe you just can't find that in your physical space where you are currently right now. Maybe some of you are actually looking to move. Maybe it's moving out of state, maybe even out of country. And that the idea, the thought of it makes your heart beat faster. You may have been getting many signs to say, hey, you know, go outside of your boundaries, step outside of what you know and see what else it is that you can experience, what else it is that you can feel and enjoy. But this is a learning process for you, because it says here, when you learn to listen to your heart, you'll begin to follow it. So you've been getting this signals, you've been feeling and sensing other things underneath the surface being expanded for you. But the thing the message that your inner child is really trying to reach to you right now is to actually listen to it and to follow it. And that is, you know, however that is for you, or whatever that is meaning for you, using discernment, of course. Let your heart let your heart lead you. Learn to follow it. We also have, say thank you to others. Wow. Yes, that's literally what we said within the village. Say thank you to others as often as you can. Say thank you to life. Say thank you to yourself. Gratitude allows you to trust life, and trust is the foundation for dreams to come true. Wow. So definitely, again, saying thank you for the things that you have learned, for the things that you have experienced, however large, however small you feel that those experiences are. You have some kind of knowledge on how life works, and you can take that knowledge and you can double it, you can triple it. Gratitude allows you to trust life, and trust is the foundation for dreams to come true. I think you're looking for, a new foundation. And that can be through gratitude. I'm wondering if, you know, you've been trying to manifest this new move, this new beginning. because gratitude is a large part of manifestation. Probably trying to manifest a new apartment or a new job that will inevitably move you to another place where you would like to be is also what I'm feeling in that. But to say thank you for your past experiences, for your past self, and to begin to embrace a new beginning is what I am feeling. Let's look further into, I want to look further into the oracle, but let's look into the tarot. Let's start with the tarot. Now, we have the sun, okay? A beautiful card. A very promising card to signal to you that spirit, God, creator, the source of all things, is shining the sun on your path and on your progress. I believe that whatever it is that you are trying to manifest is very promising. The outcome is promising. You don't need to worry about how it will appear is also what I'm feeling like. There may be things currently right now that are still unseen to you, but with the sun here, that is signifying to me that literally just over the horizon, as we have a mountain type of energy here and a mountain type of energy there as well. Just over the horizon, there is something that is unseen to you that will make this opportunity more bright and more fulfilling for you. I just keep hearing, keep going for some reason. Keep going and keep searching. We also have the Lovers. Wow. Okay. So this does not have to be romantic energy because I'm not necessarily feeling it. It could be that you are moving with a loved one, moving with a person that you care about, not necessarily romantically, but this is probably or might also be an option for you when it comes to sharing space with another, being able to share rent and to receive or to live in a space that is nice for both parties because you're both contributing to said environment. But this doesn't necessarily have to be just that either. I think there is a level of depth that you are coming into is what I'm feeling. This could also just be solely your energy that is blending together, that is alchemizing. You are like the shadow and the light aspects of yourself are conjoining. I'm trying to make sure. Let's see what else the tarot has. We also have the Eight of Swords, isolation. Interesting. With the Eight of Swords, that was definitely the energy I was feeling of stepping out of your comfort zone, stepping out of the barriers and the things that you are kind of keeping yourself held to is kind of what I'm feeling like. It's like you are afraid. You are afraid of the possibility of what is outside of the village, what is outside of what you know. And fear is natural. Fear is natural. I think it's important to get to the root of that fear, to understand it. And quite possibly it could be that you start to understand that your fears are rooted in others, that that you have been so comfortable for so long that it kind of, it masked itself as I can stay here. I can be okay with this. I can make do with this. This can be, I can find adventure here where I am. But then, and yet there is something calling you saying that there is more adventure elsewhere, somewhere else outside of all that you know. And spirit is, and your inner child is saying it is okay to have this mental conflict with, oh, I want this, but I can't go after it, or I don't know how to go after it, or I just can't seem to make a way. Just release all of the anxiety of trying to necessarily figure it out and to just say thank you. Thank you for exactly where I am right now. Thank you for giving me the insight to know that there's something somewhere else I want to be. And thank you for giving me the patience in order to get there. We also have Queen of Cups, intuition. Okay, so your intuition may be very important to you. It may be something that you, again, are learning to listen to more and more, especially when your heart is calling you to actually listen, to sit and listen and to focus on what it is that gives you true fulfillment. I think that you are only searching for fulfillment. You are only searching for, I don't know why I'm feeling, but like something great. And that you don't want to settle for anything else. So to use your intuition as to what that means for you will be very important for you at this time. Let's see what else we have. The Magician. Wow. I love it. A beautiful energy to end with, of course, because this is the master creator and you are said master creator. You have learned a lot about within this manifestation process. Of course, you learned a lot about yourself and what your energy creates when you set intention and you focus. I'm feeling very liberating energy from this as well. You have spoken affirmation over yourself in order to remove the fear, remove the doubt, and the hesitation. You have realized that the place where you come from, it's not a bad thing. This whole reading is to say, and your inner child is here to say, it is not a bad thing that you experience such closeness and almost such restriction or constricting energy. It's not a bad thing. It is to remind you that there is something greater. There's always something greater, and that you always have the magic, the opportunity, the pure spiritual energy to create out of nothingness something. The something that is the most important to you, that is most meaningful for you, and that continues every day to make your heart beat faster. So I have two other oracle cards of affirmation here for you. We have invigorating. The keyword is bliss. Trigger statement. Why am I here? True statement. I make a difference. You will have the motivation you need to express your light. You know that what you do today makes the world a better place. You know that. You are very aware of your invigorating light and how it is that there's something here that you are needing to express. You will have the motivation you need to express your light. I'm feeling almost as if like very spotlight, especially with the sun here being in the center. Some of you could be wanting to get into acting. I'm not sure why. Acting or something within being on a stage. So it could be singing, acting, whatever, however that is, entertainment in general. You will have the motivation you need to express your light. You know what you do today makes the world a better place. And that's all you're here to do. That is all your inner child is here to do, is to create the same safe spaces, maybe kind of, overly, the same spaces that you grew up in that may have been overly constricting or overly protective, but you now have this great balance within yourself to create something of the same nature, but in a much more healthy and nurturing way for other people. Because you know how important it is to have a village because you grew up in a village. You know how important it is to have boundaries within a village because you grew up in a village that was close, that had walls, but they were low walls, so someone could see straight into your house still or straight into your yard still. So it's like, what's the point of the wall here if I'm not protecting my energy fully and truly? So you know these differences, and that is how you are carrying it out into the world and creating these spaces for other people. And we also have grapefruit. Keyword is nourishment. Trigger statement, it is all my fault. True statement, I see what I truly need. Your energetic body needs nourishment, so begin to discern physical hunger from spiritual hunger. Cherish your body and the way it supports you. So your inner child wants you to know that it is important for you as you are manifesting, as you are creating, as you're expelling all of this energy, to nourish yourself as well. It is important to nourish yourself because that's where the invigorating energy comes from. It does not replenish from nothing. You actually have to give back to yourself and pay attention to yourself and to nourish yourself in order to continue to manifest and to grow this greater path for yourself. We have leg coming out, stepping into a new experience. Definitely the energy that is coming towards you right now. You are stepping into a new experience. Again, especially with that Aries here, I felt it earlier where you are really stepping out, initiating, moving away from what it is that you no longer subscribe to or connect with in a way. And it's a brand new experience for you. Let's see. We dropped a card, of course. 1 second. Okay, and then we have Skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. Making sure that you can see that. Hidden secrets can harm you. Interesting that this came out. This is for probably a very specific person, but take what resonates. If there is something going on within your health and you feel as if it's minor, or and it's only because I'm feeling it with the nourishment energy. So not keeping any ailments or any pains or just different energy working through your body, not keeping that a secret is what I'm feeling. And it could have to do with your leg. Your leg could be hurting just because I'm seeing that right now. So if that is the case, speak up about anything that you feel is not necessarily important. We also have heart, love, deep affection, and caring. Love, deep affection, and caring. Especially with the lovers here, it really could be a new love interest that is coming into your life, or it is quite possibly a reconnecting of another connection that possibly never bloomed is what I'm feeling like as well. Take what resonates again. Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. But I do just want to point out within the village again, and I was saying that you are going out to create that for yourself and create that for others. That creates a space of love, deep affection, and caring connections and community. So again, that could be heavily what the lovers is here for you, and the heart is here for you, is signifying that the love that you are, or that you have experienced growing up, you want other people to experience it as well. And I love that. I would like to go with that meaning as well. Shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. So take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. There's something over here within this energy, between the skull and the shark. Hidden secrets can harm you. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. What is this? Okay. So 2 cards flew out for that one. We'll just let those clarify. Bottom of the deck energy, we have career. So this could also be, again, something that is advancing or changing for you in general is your career. We mentioned earlier that your career could be the thing that inevitably has you moving and working with other communities. We have I, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Again, trusting your intuition heavily will be important for you at this time. And we have fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So an older gentleman or a masculine presenting person. It doesn't matter what their pronouns are. Around this area here with the skull and the shark, be careful of other people is what I'm feeling like. It could be a man or a fair man, whoever within the village that you grew up with, the people who you grew around, who is keeping secrets from you or is trying to mess with your financial situation in any way. I don't want to over assume and read too much into the cards. I just want to make sure that everyone has their fair amount of warning when these cards come out. But allowing your intuition, I do want to start off by saying there's nothing to worry about within the skull or the shark energy, because your intuition is guiding you at all times. Your intuition is something that you can definitely trust, to know that if there's someone around you that's not aligning with your energy the way they should, then spirit will come and they will clean that energy out. We have universal energy. So definitely heavy on the spiritual side. You are definitely heavily spiritually connected. And again, as I sense, there's no need for you to worry or fear about the energy that goes on around you or outside of you, because just as you were protected and within your physical space growing up, you are protected spiritually as well. Let's see what else we have here in the chakras. Probably one or two more. We have compassion. Definitely, again, the energy that you are bringing into this new environment that you are embarking on. Again, your heart chakra, and your third eye chakra are highlighted here. Let's see what else we have. One more chakra. Number one, please. Okay, and we also have communication. So communication will be important, possibly communication with this person. It could be a misunderstanding, one that can easily be cleared up with communication. I do again want to highlight that communicating your needs physically, health-wise, will be important for you as well. Especially if you have a doctor's appointment coming up, I'm feeling like being vocal with your doctor and communicating what your needs are. That is possibly for someone. But bottom of the deck energy, we have stability and security. So you are stable and secure through this entire journey, pile number one. I know, especially during a big move, you want to feel as if you are just covered financially in all costs, whether it's moving costs, whether it's accidental costs when you are moving, whatever it is, you are stable and you are secure. There's no need to worry, and things are working out smoothly for you. So, pile number one, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because it would mean the world to me. And if you really, really enjoyed the reading, I'd love for you to head over to Patreon and check out how you can gain access to the early access and exclusive content that I have listed there. And I will see you in another reading. Peace. Hello, pile number two. You chose the beautiful amethyst crystal cluster. I want to take a moment for you to get acquainted with her. Okay. I'm going to put this one right over here so that you can continue to connect with its energy. Hopefully you can see it clearly. Okay. And I'm going to start off with the archetype. Oh, well, actually, I'm ahead of myself. I'm going to draw some of the astrological initial and numerology energy that you may have been seeing frequently or will be seeing frequently that may be impacting your life currently. Don't want to do too many, okay? And then I'm going to push it back here. So we have, as the first zodiac, we have Scorpio. So you could be a Scorpio, know a Scorpio, or have heavy Scorpio energy in your natal chart. We have the initial C. So this could be your initial or an initial of someone that you know. We have the initial G, your initial, or the initial of someone that you know. We also have Libra. So you could be a Libra, know Libra, or have heavy Libra in your natal chart. We have the initial X. So it could be your initial. We have the initial E, and we have the initial H. So these could be important to you, or not at all. So now we're going to look at the overall archetype of your inner child and the atmosphere that you may have grown up in. Let's move this over just a little. Oops. Sorry, hold on. Okay, so we have the Starborn. Okay, so this is your energy, your inner child's energy, the energy that you have grown up with. And in the Starborn, I am sensing very divine energy. You could be heavily connected to spirits, the spiritual realm, and have been since a young age. Let's see what else. You naturally feel a sense of destination and purpose as a child. You have a feeling or a sense that there is something here meant for you to do. And you stick to that path quite often as possible when growing up. You tend to lean to a future that is beyond the mundane normally. It's not necessarily because everyone has a different way to live their life. We're not all here to live life the exact same or to even experience it the same. And when I say mundane, I mean out of the ordinary. A future that is extraordinary, honestly. You could even honestly have like a special birth story, or the story of your birth is different than even your siblings possibly. The question that comes up for the Starborn and your inner child right now is, what did you desire when you were young? What did you like to do? What did you feel called to do? What could you do naturally that seemed out of the norm for such a young age, without any traditional schooling or training like that? Something that may also be coming up for you or have come up for you in the past is getting your natal chart read as well. You could be familiar with natal charts, being the Starborn here, and basically getting a map of first what the sky looked like when you were born, where all the planets were and how that influences you and affects you day to day. And second, a map of basically how you can use that energy, the planetary energy, to guide you to your higher self, to your highest way of living. So if you are definitely curious in that, I would recommend getting your natal chart read. It can be a very thorough and very enlightening experience. But also with this Starborn energy, there seems to be you're possibly going to be experiencing a surge of desire for a long lost dream of yours. Again, connected to your childhood. This is an inner child reading. So if you clicked on this reading and you possibly have had a flash of memories previously of the things that you used to do as a kid, this is definitely being called out to you to explore that further, because Spirit wants you to let this desire, this dream that you had, shake up your life right now. They want you to do things outside of the mundane, outside of the norm, to continue to further push you along this path. So let's look further into the oracle that we have here. I'm going to start off with the dream cards. We have, be curious in your everyday life. React with interest to everything new life presents to you. Curiosity will open your mind for new possibilities. Lovely. Amazing. You are definitely stepping more into this energy of curiosity. You're letting curiosity lead you, and your natural curiosity is tied to your intuition. So the things that you find interest in, are curious in, again, has possibly in some shape or another been a part of your life for a very long time. And they want Spirit, your inner child, also wants you to explore that deeper. They want you to open your mind for new possibilities. Even if you feel currently like you are on the right path, going the right speed, the right direction and everything, Spirit wants you to look closely and to see how you can more intertwine these things that you, again, were born with naturally into your path, into your purpose. We also have, imagine that your heart opens a little more every time you breathe out. It is easier for you to receive your dream with an open heart. Okay, so we're moving with an open heart and an open mind. We are feeling open and balanced in all aspects and areas of ourself. Trying to straighten this out. And Spirit is encouraging you heavily to just to sit and imagine that your heart opens a little more every time you breathe out. So taking deep breaths may be very important for you at this time, really connecting with your breath and the air element with Libra here in general, really being intentional about your breathing, because you know that it is opening your heart up to new possibilities. You can feel yourself relaxing into your purpose and your destiny here with that as well. So let's look and see what the tarot has to say for you. We have the Empress, but it is in reverse. So yes, this is very powerful energy for you to have pile number 2. The Empress here is signifying a need for nurturing, a need for a need for you to I keep hearing open up, open yourself up. With the Empress being in reverse, there's something possibly that is trying to grow within you or around you that is feeling a bit stifled or unsupported within the growth process. Take what resonates. But the Empress here is telling you to take a moment. I feel as if, because you have always felt this sense of purpose, you have always felt this need to do and to be purposeful. And Spirit is possibly telling you at this moment to relax, to rest. With the Empress here, it is almost as if you're being told to put your feet up, and you tell Spirit, well, no, I'm going to keep my feet down just so I can have access to move if I need to. I can't be fully resting. I need to at least be resting partially so that if I need to jump into action, I will, right? Or I can and I will. And your inner child and Spirit is saying, no, take a break, take a moment to really do some internal work and focusing less on the external. What else do we have within the tarot? we have 5 of Pentacles, destitution. Interesting that they use that word. But with the 5 of Pentacles here, there's definitely something monetarily or materially that you have lost in the past, or you have felt lost, you have felt lack in the past, you have felt unsupported, possibly because of financial situations, and just that's how you were raised, and so things just looked a certain way for you because that's what was possible at that time. Spirit wants you to know, and your inner child wants you to know that that is not where you are right now, but this is a mindset that you are releasing and breaking from at this current moment. Be curious in your everyday life. React with interest to everything new life presents to you. It's hard. It is hard to shift your perspective from a lack mindset when that is what you know, that's what you have experienced for some time now, or for when you were younger. This is what this message is about. So that is where I'm feeling that energy heavily, is from your childhood. There just seemed to not be enough. And it doesn't necessarily have to be material either. It could be emotionally, spiritually. There just wasn't enough for you to feel safe and secure enough to even explore curiosity into anything. But as you continue to connect with your heart chakra, breathing through it and opening it up more, you start to believe in new possibilities and new dreams as to what it is that you can create and have for yourself. We also have 3 of Cups, so friendship. I feel as if you could have in the past not necessarily had the most supportive friendships, again focusing on childhood, but you definitely have it now. Whether it is that you had it in the past or not, you definitely have it now where you are supported by true and authentic friendship. This could be friends who are also starborns themselves, as you know, people tend to carry or travel within the same energy, that, you know, energy recognizes energy. So the energy that you are around right now is being very harmonious, very supportive. Your friends could even be telling you that you need to rest more and take more time for yourself. And that's harder, again, for you to hear from other people that are closest to you. But coming from me, a complete stranger, and again, the Spirit with the Empress in reverse, everyone around you is signaling that you need to take some time for you, and that is okay. It is okay to be that amount of selfish to say, I just need a rest. I just need a break. I'm always on go, go, go. And I really have to be aware of how much energy I am exerting. So with the 3 of Cups here, usually it talks about celebrating. It's not necessarily the type of celebration that you're thinking, though. You're not going out. You're not going partying. Not necessarily. You are celebrating the fact that you have such comfortable relationships around you, that you are allowed to rest, that you are allowed to relax into those, and that you don't have to put up a certain front in order to be a part of a group or a friendship. We also have 2 of Cups, union. Very interesting. So the Lover's card came out for pile number 1, and I didn't read it as romantic necessarily. It had bits and pieces of it, but with 2 of Cups being here, that is like the minor arcana Lover's card. They're represented by a water sign, but it is definitely more so on the romantic side. And this could be something that you're not necessarily focusing on. With union, with the word union period, I'm feeling like, especially with the 3 of Cups here, there is a circle, not gathering necessarily, but a group of people that you are coming into union with, people who are like-minded, like-spirited, intellectual. I'm also hearing empaths as well with all of this water energy here. Scorpio, 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, lots of water. So definitely getting heavy empath energy as well. You were coming into these like-minded and like-spirited people is what I'm feeling. I don't know why, but you could have been an only child. And so these unions could be very important for you, where you get to share and express your starborn energy with other starborn energy. We also have beginnings, or the Fool. So you have a new beginning opening up for you. It could be around these connections that you have here. These connections could be preparing you for a new beginning, is also what I'm feeling like, but it doesn't have to. Not for everybody. With the new beginning here, with the Fool here, let's see. We have also 5 of Cups as the last tarot. Just get out of the way. And it has disappointment. Okay, so with the Fool here, with the Empress here, with 5 of Cups here, I think that there is a new path opening up for you here, and you are deciding to take a new attempt. You're deciding to try a new attempt at it. You have come from, again, very difficult emotional and physical atmospheres growing up as a child. You have faced a lot of disappointment and possibly even a lot of destitution, where financially you were not provided for as everyone else around you was. But with this new beginning here, you are carrying, I'm sensing, a different type of energy. I don't feel this 5 of Cups or 5 of Pentacles energy as present. I'm feeling it as very past energy that you are trying to overcome, and you are succeeding within this. I feel like, I think there is also a need for you to be curious about your past, and especially because the natal chart came up as well, looking into how your past has shaped you now, or how your past was already basically predestined for you, and how you can build off of that energy and not let it overcome you is also what I'm feeling like. But you have this new beginning here. I feel like it's something that you are possibly quite excited about. And you don't want any other emotions hindering it. You actually refuse to let any other emotions or thoughts about yourself or what is possible for you to hinder this path, this new beginning. And your inner child is encouraging you to keep doing that, to keep fighting. That's what I heard. To keep fighting. This, again, is very past energy. I'm not feeling it as current at all. But I want to see. I have 2 other oracle cards for you here, but I'm going to shuffle these first. What is... too many coming all out. I want to see what is in this 5 of Cups and this 5 of Pentacles for you. Okay. 5 of Pentacles energy, please, Spirit. What is in this 5 of Cups? Okay. All right. So we have the ladder here as one of the cards, climbing towards success. Wow. I absolutely love that. Again, I think your past has played a very heavy part in all that you go after in your present and for your future. You wanted success. You want to feel achievement. You want to feel independence, and no longer sit in the energy of what was. You are very ambitious and encouraged to continue to better your life. We also have bags, something important such as a new job or a raise. something important, such as a new job or a raise. So definitely in your bag, definitely in your bag. You are continuously climbing. You don't let one bag keep you from going after the next. You accomplish. That is why the Empress in reverse is again highlighted as so important, because yes, the accomplishments are great. You are achieving things that you never thought you could. You never thought your family would ever represent that. You never thought any of these things were possible. But Spirit is saying it's not all going to go away tomorrow. If you take a nap, it's not all going to fall apart. If you take a moment, a day, it's not going to disappear. Your success is inevitable. It is written in the stars. It is in your natal chart. And it's important for you to continuously remind yourself of that as you continuously try to achieve. We also have Dagger. Fear, worries, tense situations. Very, very interesting. So that came out. What is in this Dagger spirit? What is in this Dagger energy? This one? Wow, success again. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this as the last one because I don't want to read too much into the energy. But whatever it is that you are fearful of, worried about, or tense, whoever it is that you're tense around, you have success over the situation. At the bottom of the deck, we have Axe. Forces working against you. Your inner child wants you to know that no matter what the forces look like, what they feel like, whether they are internal, external, or all of the above, you're succeeding over these tense situations. You have success twice. So there's literally, in this journey of figuring yourself out, finding this starborn energy that you're meant to be around, providing for yourself and your loved ones, all of that is successful for you, pile number 2, and there's nothing that you need to worry about whatsoever. So the other 2 oracles that we have anti-aging. The keyword is spirituality. Trigger statement, I am so disconnected. True statement, everything is connected. It will be beneficial for you to spend time in quiet contemplation. You need to reflect within to find the answers you seek. You need to reflect within. Definitely taking more time to yourself to, again, address these fears and these worries, to also remove yourself from tense situations. If it is your anxiety that makes the situation tense, then you're taking time to really gather yourself spiritually, realign yourself, however it is that you need energetically, in order to re-enter these situations without so much tension, without so much anxiety or fear of being rejected, is what I'm hearing as well. We also have time. Yeah, that's how you say it. The key word is revive. Trigger statement, I cannot stand myself. True statement, I am aligned. Go within and allow everything that is not resonant to be purged so you can come from your heart. Your seats of power. Yes. So that you can move through your heart chakra, that you can be an aligned and divine individual that does not give into reaction. You are here for a purpose. You are learning that more and more. And the more that you learn that, the more that you allow the curiosity of that to lead you, the more success you face. And that, plus the emotional and the financial trauma that you must address. There are a lot of things that are on your plate. You don't necessarily have to interact with others. We do have the 3 of Cups here, which is why I was feeling that very understanding energy of, it's okay if you have to go do your thing. It's okay. We don't need your attention right now. We don't need anything from you right now, but to get better, but to rest, but to heal. And so that is going to be very important. Those relationships are going to stick out to you the most coming soon, whenever it is that you're watching this, where they afford you that level of autonomy, but also comfort and understanding. We also have relationships. Again, so very important for you coming up is the relationships around you. They affect you. They either support you or they deflect you from the path that you have been meant to be on since the day that you were born. So you are really reevaluating those relationships. Again, that could also be the tense situation where your anxiety doesn't actually help the tension that is already there. So you remove yourself. It doesn't feed you good energy, whatever the tense situation is, and whatever the forces that are working against you, it doesn't feed you that good energy. So it is safe to say that you can just release it. We have the physical body here as well. So your physical body is again being highlighted, especially with the Empress here, as something that you need to pay attention to, something that you need to take care of. And your physical body will tell you when it is time to rest. You will be extremely tired and just end up falling asleep if you need to take a nap, whether you're sitting up or laying down. So why not just put yourself in the great position to take a nap, schedule a nap if you have to, so that you're not necessarily having to just fall asleep and realize, oh, I've fallen asleep. And we also have love. Okay. So love is here. Your heart chakra, again, being highlighted is very important. Bottom of the deck, we have finances in that bag. And on the ladder to success. Your heart chakra is important. You are going to be making very big moves, very important decisions through your heart chakra. And your heart chakra is also what is being cleared for you right now in regards to these relationships, how they make you feel, how they support you, and how honestly they affect your physical body as well. So pile number 2, I hope that this message resonated for you. If you enjoyed, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. And if you really, really enjoyed this reading, make sure to check out my Patreon link down below where you can gain early and exclusive access to content like this one. And I will see you in another video. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. You chose this beautiful smoky quartz crystal. So I'm going to let you get connected to its energy and to look at all of the different sides of the crystal. Okay, and now I'm going to just sit it to the side. Hopefully you can still see it and connect with the energy of the crystal. And I'm going to start off by pulling a few of the zodiacs, initials, or angel numbers that you may be seeing a lot of or is a part of your energy. We already had one that flew out, so I'm going to grab it. We have the initial A that flew right out. So this could be your initial or the initial of someone that's important. And then we have A again. Okay, so again, interesting. Could be your initial or the initial of someone you know. We have 888 as the angel number that you may be seeing a lot of, which is the angel number of abundance, signifying that you have money coming your way. We also have the initial J here. So I'll put that over here with initials. We have W as another initial. We have N as another initial. And we also have 333, which could be a number that you are seeing a lot of as well, which means that you are being divinely guided and protected by your spiritual team. So let's see what we have for your overall energy for the inner child, your inner child, and the archetype that it shows up as. So we have Eros. Okay. So let's start by spreading these out first. I guess I should have started with them over here. Would have probably made more sense that way. But that's okay. So Eros is the overall energy of your inner child. I'm going to start off by saying that as a child, you could have said a lot about how much you loved certain things. You could have been a very passionate child that loved a lot of different things, that gave you a lot of different experiences. And you definitely knew how to express and show that love. A lot of the times Eros can be depicted as sexual and erotic, but this is not that. We're reading your inner child, and we're reading about the root of desire itself and the desire that you had as a child. So the overall question that is really popping up in this energy is, what do you long for? What did you long for as a child, and how is that represented in your life today? And another question that came up is, what makes you hesitant in the face of intimacy? Is also another thing that popped up. It could have to be connected or do with your childhood, but it doesn't have to be. The energy, the overall energy of Eros, though, it reconnects us with the primal longing of anything that we feel like we were separate from growing up. So either it could be two ways for you. Either you were very heavily connected to things, you felt heavy connections to things, or it could have been the opposite, where you just felt disconnected, separate from things, and you longed for it. You really wanted to be a part of, experience, or be in love with things. What else am I feeling? I feel like right now you are experiencing a new territory of desire or sensuality as an adult. And this is new for you because, again, growing up, you might not have been able to connect to any kind of energy around Eros whatsoever. So the primal longings that you had to lie dormant because you didn't have access to get the things that you longed for. Or even your sensuality was left unexplored for a very long time, well into adulthood. But let's see what else we have here. I'm going to do the 2 dream cards that we have as messages from your inner child. We have, don't force things to happen when you want them to happen. Let things unfold when you and the world are ready for them. Be patient. Yes, we are practicing our patience. Again, could be something that's very hard for you, seeing as for a long time you've had so many longings for things. But what spirit and your inner child wants you to know is that the things that you want, you can't force it. This is a process of unfolding. We don't force a rose to bloom. It unfolds and it blooms as it is ready, as the world is ready to see it. So this is definitely not a very slow process for you, but a very fulfilling process for you, where you have to really just let go and let things unfold. That may be something difficult for you, again, because you have longed for connection to things for so long. Things, people, experiences, whatever it is for you, take what resonates. But the really hard part for you right now is to not force things. We also have, try not to compare your life or your situation to those of others. When faced with new things or people, just say, interesting. I wonder why they put it in that font. Interesting. Keep your mind open and awake. Don't feel inferior. All the possibilities are as open to you as they are to others. Yes, all possibilities are as open to you as they are to others. There's nothing that you need to worry about. There's nothing that you're missing. You're not missing. anything. You're not missing out on anything. And if anything, you are able to look at other people and cheer them on. But to compare your past is outrageous, because you are just as unique as the next person as your fingerprint. So if you don't have the same fingerprint, then you're definitely not going to have the same path. Things are going to unfold for you differently. They're going to look differently, feel differently. You are going to experience things differently than the person that you try, or the people that you try to compare your life with. So when faced with new things or people, just say, interesting. Not even just interesting, but thank you. Thank you for this experience, because I don't know what it's going to bring me. I have no idea what this thing is going to bring me. And honestly, the people that I'm looking at, I don't know what those experiences are going to bring them. I don't know if it's going to bring them happiness, pain, fulfillment. They have to find that on their own, and I do too. I'm in love with the things that are meant for me, and I'm not going to romanticize other people's paths just because they look different, or they look better than what it is that I could be experiencing right now. Don't feel inferior. All the possibilities are as open to you as they are to others. Pile number 3. So your inner child is coming out with some heavy hitters right now. You are full of love. You are full of love, and I feel as if your heart is wanting to embrace this sense of otherness, so that you can understand your own differences within the world. I think you want to connect as much as possible just so that you can understand more of yourself, is what I'm feeling as well. But that doesn't mean that you need to connect to other things in order to understand yourself. It just means that you have a longing for it. You feel as if that will be the thing. I also think that your inner child is wanting you to know that you are the thing that you're wanting to reconnect with. You are the thing that you want to give all of this love to. You are the thing that you want to pour into. And before you can do that, I think you also want to understand yourself more. Let's see what else we have, though. We have the 6 of Cups, innocence. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Very beautiful, especially with the Aries energy here. It's like you are innocent. You're so innocent. You're so pure, even, and you've had that kind of childhood, that kind of upbringing. Possibly it could be that you want to explore more of yourself in very different light, which is why I felt the new beginning or new territory for sensuality. 6 of Cups usually is normally depicted as, 2 children playing in the yard with 6 cups, and it speaks of reminiscing, and remembering the past, and remembering who you were in the past, how you were in the past. It talks about your innocence from childhood. So it's interesting that card popped up for you as tarot, as the first tarot. I believe that you are looking at that innocence from the past, and you are looking at how it has evolved into the intimacy that you experience today, and you're looking at where there is a disconnect between the two, where there's a hesitation, or where there is a gap in between who you were and how you've become, is what I'm feeling. It's like there's a part of you that still wants to be expressed, that still wants to be noticed, and you were wanting to figure out what that part is or where it comes from. We also have the Emperor here. So definitely stepping into bold energy is what I'm feeling. Fire energy is what is represented with the Emperor. I think Aries, but it could be honestly any fire sign. The Emperor here is saying take control of your path, take control of your learning of self. But do not force. You're trying, whatever it is that is externally that you're trying to make happen, release it. Bring it to yourself. Bring the things that you are trying to move with on the outside of yourself. Try to bring that movement internally and take authority over your healing is what I'm feeling as well. This could be sexual healing that you're trying to take action on and be more authoritative over, and in your sexuality in general. Let's see what else we have. We have 9 of Pentacles, culmination. So I want to see what else is in this 9 of Pentacles. We have Ace of Wands, energy. You are gaining some new energy. Your inner child wants you to know that this is important, and that you can culminate what it is that you are trying to gain materially through this new energy, this gain of energy. A gift is what I'm sensing it as, a spark in your curiosity, in your wanting to make things happen is also, again, what I'm feeling like. It's like you want to make a move, and so you do, and it brings you some sort of sum of money that you weren't necessarily expecting is also what I'm feeling like. But it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be experiencing this energetic moment just to have money come out of it. It's a culmination of energy, pure energy that you can carry with yourself. I'm feeling like it's a lot of confidence as well, is what is coming to you. We also have Queen of Pentacles, nurture. Interesting, because normally the Empress is viewed as the more pregnant card. But the Queen of Pentacles is also talking about a birthing experience as well. You are birthing something into the material, not just a new life, but a new way of life is what I'm feeling like. A new opportunity is also what I'm feeling with the Queen of Pentacles here. Something that you have worked hard for, that you have nurtured in this time, and you are basically waiting for this culmination of energy to birth that that final 10 of Pentacles feeling. So it could be something that you have been working on for some time now, working towards a greater abundance, a greater fulfillment, nurturing that side of yourself that is on the receiving end of that abundance and learning how to receive the things that you have worked so hard for is what I'm feeling as well with the Queen of Pentacles here. It's just so interesting that the Queen of Pentacles is showing up as pregnant, and we have the Aries here. So I do want to just point it out. Some of you may be trying to get pregnant or wanting to be pregnant again. And for that, I'm hearing don't force things. That's where I'm being drawn to, is not to force things, but to allow that next level to evolve as it does naturally. Take what resonates. That's only for a certain few. Also, I wanted to mention, we also have the Prince of Wands, instigation. So there is something that you are ready to act on, something that you're possibly feeling very passionate about. I don't know if this is necessarily a new beginning or a revitalizing energy of a path that you're already been on, especially again because this Queen of Pentacles is already pregnant. She's already showing. So this is something that you're already a part of, but you're feeling energized to continue to move forward with and move through. The Nine of Pentacles, again, is still standing out to me as something that is a part of this end product of this buildup of energy and this authoritative energy here as well that you're acting upon. I'm feeling very strong fire energy with the Emperor, the Ace of Wands, and the Prince of Wands, or I believe that's probably the Page of Wands, interesting enough, which means that you are very interested in learning. You could be interested in learning more about your sensuality, your sexuality. Again, coming from a childhood that wasn't, you weren't supposed to express that part of yourself. You weren't supposed to know that part of yourself. That could be something that is moving you forward as well. I'm trying to see if there's anything else within these. So I'm not seeing anything else. We're going to get right into the oracle. We have wild orange. The key word is good fortune. Trigger statement, there is not enough. True statement, I attract abundance. Feel the joy you would have once you have reached your goals here and now. You will achieve your dreams fastest that way. Yes, so again, not forcing things, but attracting things. Calling things into you energetically is literally what manifestation is. I believe I am abundant. I feel I am abundant. Therefore, I am. It is just here, especially with the 888 here, signifying that you knew about abundance before the card even came in. So attracting that, bringing it, calling it into you as if you would call in anything else to your atmosphere. I was going to say love, but that's not necessarily, again, the point of the arrows here. It's not just self-love. It is all types of love that you are learning to experience and deepen within yourself. Your love for spirit, your connection with spirit, your love for self, your connection with self, and your love for others and your connection with others. Love is very important for you, is what I'm feeling. Relationships are very important for you. Intimacy is very important to you. You want to learn it. You want to know it and what it can bring to you. So attracting it, calling it in here and now, you will achieve your dreams fastest that way. And we also have Siberian fur. Acceptance is the key word. Trigger statement, we must remember. True statement, I am free of the habits that do not serve me. Lay down the armor passed down to you from your family. Release habits that are not serving you and forgive on behalf of generations past. Yes. Pile number 3, you are forgiving on behalf of generations and generations and generations of people who have felt, I'm feeling like closeted, who have felt unheard, who have felt like they didn't get a chance to explore themselves or their sensuality or anything like that. You are busting this closet wide open. You are saying, this is not just for me, this is for my lineage, to know myself, to love myself, to feel on myself, and to feel the most, the sexiest doing it. I feel heavy energy of you just saying, I am sexy. I'm sexy. I feel it. I embody it. Fire flew out for you. Strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. Passionate love or hate. So what are you channeling this energy into that is coming into you? I told you I felt heavy fire energy and it literally came out. We also have barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life. Perhaps love, money, or goals. That is how you're feeling. You're feeling like something is lacking, but you also feel this fire, this pure fire to go after it. The hate is possibly from, past experiences. The hate of knowing that, hey, I really cheated myself. Like I was really cheated in this experience and this opportunity to know myself in a deeper and sensual way. But to let that hate go, it doesn't serve a purpose. Letting your passions fuel you and move you towards what it is that no longer feels like it's lacking in your life. It's just so interesting. Let's see what else we have. Marriage. Wow. So definitely this is, I'm not going to say it's a love ring because this is your life. as a whole. It's not just your romantic, it is everything. You should accept valid criticism. Cup. Interesting. So let me just work with the energy that we have here before I pull more. Marriage. You may again have felt a lack in love for a very long time, whether you've had it in your life or not. Just because you have love in your life doesn't mean it is fulfilling or has fulfilled you. But with this marriage here, I think that there's a promise of commitment, a promise of actual union and and equality is what I'm feeling like as well. I'm interested to know what is in the cup energy. Okay, we have three more that wanted to come out for you. Pile number 3. I'm going to read the bottom of the deck energy first. You need to defend yourself. Shield. You need to defend yourself. Protecting yourself, protecting your energy will be heavily important for you, especially when it comes to this criticism. We have Owl here. Good advice from a wise person. Good advice from a wise person. So this criticism that you may feel is coming up for you or coming into you is from a wise person. You should accept valid criticism. You want people to care about you. You want people to care about your path, and to try to help in any way possible. Now, of course, if the criticism doesn't fit, if it doesn't literally work for you or make sense to you, then that's fine as well. I don't feel as if defensive energy is needed, because people will give because they feel as if it's necessary. Just to say, okay, thank you, I'll take that in consideration, or thank you, but this just won't work for me. However that happens for you, I think your inner child and spirit wants you to know that you have connections around you. You have connections around you, or this could be a complete stranger. Interesting. We also have older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. What is interesting to me is that the wise person could be an older woman. It could be the older woman that raised you, honestly, that is sending you communication, advice, or some level of criticism that you don't necessarily, either you will appreciate or you won't. It's up to you. After seeing this reading, it is completely up to you. We also have frying pan, trouble, accusations. Interesting. That also came out as well. I'm not going to read too much into that energy because it is situational per person. But whatever it is, whatever that is simmering in the background, spirit and your inner child wants you to address it, especially with the strong emotion here, passionate love or hate. And the frying pan and the cup, you are being given communication. Again, whether it's communication that you want to hear or not is difficult to say. What you do with this information is also difficult to say because it is a general reading, but it is important for you to hear it. Pile number 3, and that's why I'm here, is to make you aware of the messages that are coming into you. We also have spiritual awareness. So your spiritual awareness is important at this time to listen to lean into, and to trust. Especially when it comes to other people giving you advice. You must also listen to yourself in that process as well. Love, again. Love. Again. Love is so important to you, and you have it all around. Literally, marriage, love, eros, however you say it. It's really beautiful energy. And of course, relationships. So these are the chakras that are being highlighted for you. Pile number 3, your third eye, your heart chakra, and your, what is that one? Not solar plexus, your sacral. And we also have psychic abilities at the bottom of the deck. Definitely heavy on the spiritual energy that you have here. Pile number 3, you are an intuitive being filled with love and passion and fire. And you want to know where to place it. You want to know who and how to be. How can you express your most authentic self? And I think that focusing on the abundance that is coming to you, focusing on the love that is here and for you already and coming into you, it will start to fill those feelings of lack. And you will start to see a new type of abundance represented in your life. Pile number 3, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. And if you really, really enjoyed this reading, you can go and check out my Patreon that's linked down below, where you can gain early and exclusive access to readings like these. And I will see you in another video. Peace. Hello, pile number 4. You chose this beautiful clear quartz crystal cluster. And I wanted to show the energy to you of this crystal so that you can get connected with its energy. And I'm going to put it right over here to the side so that you can still connect with its beautiful energy. I'm going to start off by pulling some zodiacs, angel numbers, and initials to see the overall energy around you right now during this time, or that may be affecting you. Of course, 2 already fell out, so let's just grab some of these. Okay. And I'm going to push this out of the way. So the first one that fell out is the initial P. So this could be your initial or the initial of someone that you know or is important to you. We also have the angel number 1212. So an angel number that you could be seeing a lot of or will be seeing a lot of. We also have the initial E. So it could be your initial or the initial of someone important to you. 333 as the angel number that you are seeing a lot of. We also have 888, the angel number of abundance and prosperity. And we also have the initial J. Okay, so these could be important to you or not so much, not at all. Take what resonates. I'm going to look at the overall energy of your inner child now, or the overall energy of possibly where you grew up or how you grew up. So let's see. We have the offering here. Okay. So, as a child, it could have been one or two ways for you. You could have been a child that possibly had to sacrifice a lot for others. You could be the type that offers a lot of yourself to situations, to other people and things. Or it could be the other way around, where you could have possibly held on to a lot as a child and a young adult, both physically and emotionally. So a lot of things that you've been carrying around with you, again, possibly necessary, possibly not necessarily, or not necessary for you to be carrying emotionally, just a lot of baggage, a lot of things that has happened to you in the past that can now be offered and released. This card is signifying a call to action. You're being called to either give something up or to give something in order or for the sake of a bigger picture, a much bigger picture that you are a part of. If this is not necessarily connecting to you right now or resonating as to what it is that you are supposed to be offering or releasing, your advice is to meditate, to sit within meditation, to consider what is being offered, what you have to offer, and to whom it is being offered. With the offering here, likely it's something that you'll feel very attached to, and you'll feel hesitant to release. You may even tend to make excuses as to why you need to hold on to this thing or that thing or this emotion or that emotion, justifying, making excuses. And at the end of it all, you're going to realize that offering something up is equating to your greater good, which is giving you a lighter load. You're being able to move in the world differently when you are able to release, and you are able to service others differently when you also release as well. The question that is really popping up with this card: are you able to offer your whole self unconditionally to the world? If that is a yes, then this may not necessarily be the pile for you. If that is a no, then we know why we are here. We are here to look deeply and look further into how we can release, how we can offer ourselves our emotional turmoil or our physical connections to things, how we can offer that up as a release in order to project ourselves into our highest good. So let's look further into the oracle. I'm going to start with the dream cards here. And we have: close your eyes and think about your dream being alive and real. How do you feel? Cherish this feeling and keep it as your compass. Follow it. Okay, so we are following our feelings at this time. Our feelings are going to be important. They are going to speak for us, through us, and to really guide us into our dreams. So close your eyes, like right now, take a moment, close your eyes and think about your dream, that one dream that you have. It could be many dreams that you have, but think about that one that's really calling to you right now, and feel it being alive and real. Feel yourself being in it. Physically in it. What does that dream feel like? And how real does it feel to you? And keep that feeling that you have right now, and let it guide you, because your goals and your dreams are very much so real. If you can sit here and envision it and feel it, it is very real. It is very possible. And what is needed is that to guide you as a compass. We also have: imagine the life you really want to live. Observe your surroundings through new possibilities. Shape your consciousness to include your dreams. Okay? So what is being shed and released right now is what you feel is possible. You are shaping your consciousness to include your dreams now. It is not being left out. There's not other energy taking up space, again, because you have done so much within the clearing process, or will be doing so much within the clearing process. There are new possibilities that are popping up for you. You are really clearing in order to make way, is what I'm feeling. The more that you believe in this dream, the more that you believe in this goal, the more that you observe your surroundings with a new eye, with a new perspective, the more that these things start to appear and show up for you, especially with the 888 here being a signal of abundance and prosperity. If that is something that you are focused on, that you are trying to achieve in order to create the greater good for many people involved, then this is the path that you are taking. One that says that you must clear in order to have. Let's see what else we have within the tarot, though. That's what we're going to look at next. We have, wow, 10 of Wands, burden. And how more poetic can it get with the offering here to say that you are offering up your burden to spirit. You are offering up your past pains, the past collection of things. You are sacrificing it all that you knew, in order to release, because there are a lot of things that you are carrying right now, my love, that you don't need to, that does not need to be in your energetic atmosphere, that cannot come along with you. So when you do close your eyes, when you do see this dream, when you do feel it, what is there? And then ask yourself on the flip side, what is not? What have I let go in order to get here? We also have 3 of Pentacles, work. So this could be around your job, but it doesn't have to be. Yes, there can be a lot to release within the workspace, especially if it's about equality, or if you're meant to be in this job at all. But 3 of Pentacles is working with others, whether that be in the spiritual realm or the physical realm, in order to A, complete this offering of burden and sacrifice, or B, to create this new beginning that you have coming towards you after your release. With the 10 being here, that is a completion of a cycle. And in order for that, this 3 of Pentacles to appear, you are releasing, you are evolving is also what I'm hearing. And with the 3 of Pentacles, you are working with others, again, spiritually or in the 3D realm, in order to shake that energy off of you. We also have 4 of Cups, meditation. Wow, we were just talking about meditation. So definitely heavy on that for you coming recently. You may not necessarily meditate a lot, because I don't feel that from you, but you could be wanting to deepen that practice for yourself. I think meditation, especially in correlation to the 4 of Cups, it really helps us to know what we want. It is really helpful when we are in need of sitting still, because the stillness tells us what it is that is trying to get our attention. Meditation will be heavily important for you, especially in this imagining process, especially in this manifestation process. That's what you really could call it. Is this manifestation process that you have began, and you are really trying to stay focused on. We also have the High Priestess. So you are a High Priestess. You are a divine and intuitive being. You listen to your intuition and it guides you. And that is why when the 4 of Cups shows up, we know that we don't settle. We know that we don't settle for what it is that doesn't fulfill us or no longer makes us happy. And if those things are being presented to us, we are releasing the burden of thinking that we must accept. I don't know why I heard that. But knowing that you don't have to accept everything that comes into your energetic field, knowing what is meant for you, and knowing that even though you did accept these things in the past, this release process is as long and as detailed as it is because of this habit that you have had in the past of really just accepting. I accept. Well, now is the time. I offer this to you, Spirit, to release. Take this off of me, please. It's not something that I need. It is not something that is needed for me. We also have the Hermit. So spending a lot of time with self. You have 2 major arcana cards here. So this is going to be a major shift for you, this new cycle. It could be that you, again, are not used to being to yourself, quite possibly because you are so busy helping other people. And so I feel as if you have this nagging of, someone needs me right now. Someone needs my help right now. Someone needs something from me right now. And the Hermit is telling you, and your inner child is telling you, that this is a time to go within, that other people may need you for something, but you don't have to be available. Again, take what resonates. Of course, you possibly don't want to leave someone in the time of an emergency or anything like that, but it's for the small things, the things that where your energy really isn't needed, where you could have skipped that meeting or didn't come to that reunion or whatever because you needed the rest, you needed the time to yourself, you needed the isolation. We also have Four of Pentacles, stability. So this is something that is important to you, is your stability. And I think working with others will help continue to build that for you, because we have the Three of Pentacles and then the Four of Pentacles. There's like an acceleration of energy there. And again, your spiritual team, your 3D team, they are here to help you with this sense of security. We also have Justice, another major arcana for you, pile number 4. Again, signifying another major change within you and around you. And one of the changes that is coming to you is balance, is a sense of peace and a sense of justice. What is right for you, what makes you feel right when you move into action is what's also going to be very important for you. And you are offering up the lack of intentional action. You are definitely becoming more intentional about the things that you do and the energy that you expel, because you know that there is a greater sense of justice that is needed, that you can provide on a much larger scale, if only you take the time to clear your energy, clear what is weighing you down, and to give it a greater sense of purpose is also what I'm feeling like. I'm gonna get into the 2 oracle cards that we have left, and then I'm gonna shuffle some more for you. These are just some words of wisdom from your inner child. We have cedarwood. The keyword is connection. Trigger statement: it is too much. True statement: I am grounded in my body. Use your empathic abilities to connect with others. Discern the information you receive and do not take on what is not your own. Yes, pile number 4. Your inner child wants you to know it's time to release. It's time to stop taking on what it is that does not belong to you, and that honestly doesn't belong to anyone else either, but they still hold on to it as if it is their own identity. You use your empathic abilities to connect with others. Others will be important for you at this time, as I felt it in the 3 of Pentacles. But the right, like-minded others is what's going to be important for you. The people who work similar to you, who work as meticulously as you when it comes to your financial, and when it comes to your emotional fulfillment, who is interested only in the deepest parts of relationships, who are no longer interested in surface level, as you are not either. You are, again, offering up the surface level, and you are receiving a new depth to these relationships around you. And we also have green mandarin. The keyword: opportunity. Trigger statement: I doubt it. True statement: there is hope. With fresh eyes, see the potential within this situation. With fresh eyes. So the situation that I'm feeling like is needed for you to see fresh eyes around, quite possibly is the releasing phase for you. You could, again, not necessarily understand the need for the release, just knowing that it is important. And with fresh eyes, you will be able to see that there is potential in this release. Like, I'm not just going to lose these parts of myself. I'm actually going to gain new parts of myself as well. Then we have valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Deep personal strength and peace that assure success. You are assured success, pile number 4, and whatever it is that you are seeking to make right in your life. We also have carrot, opportunity or windfall. Wow, I feel like there was another word for opportunity, literally right here. Opportunity in the green mandarin. Opportunity or windfall. You are receiving a windfall for your hard work, for the work that you are putting in with others, for this clearing that you are preparing yourself for. You are receiving it. We also have October that just wanted to fall out. So this windfall or this opportunity that is coming to you will be in October. And we also have 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. This is the stuff that you can't make up. File number 4. So definitely I'm sensing October will be a very prosperous and fulfilling month for you, opportunity wise. Let's see what else we have. So at the bottom of the deck, we have recognition, reward for merit. So you could be receiving some kind of reward or recognition again in the month of October or leading up to October that then again brings you this deeper sense of fulfillment and more fortune in your life as well. We also have tree. Affairs with your family are going to be influencing you at this time. Let me read the energy for this really quickly. You could have a difficult relationship with family, not difficult as in hard, but difficult as in difficult to understand, quite possibly, because we are talking about the inner child, and because you have taken on so much. I feel as if there are some roots that stem from family that you are recognizing and also probably trying to heal. Affairs with your family could mean that you are having more conversations with them, possibly, or possibly about them. I don't know why I'm hearing therapy, but I'm gonna throw that out there. But affairs with your family in general, I think there is a conversation or an event that is happening around that energy that is going to be brought to your attention. And we also have tulip, great passion. So there's a great passion that you are sensing. Again, probably around this offering that you are going through right now, where you are giving up something in order to receive, and you feel great passion about it. You are very eager to get these burdens off of your shoulder and to begin new and to begin differently and to heal the things that still need healing, address the things that still need addressing, but to really embrace your abundance is going to be super, super, super important for you. I'm going to shuffle just a few more cards, probably 3 for the chakra energy around you right now. Pile number 4, we have communication coming out as important. So your throat chakra could be very important coming up for you. Again, affairs with your family. I felt that with needing to have a conversation quite possibly. So communication, clearing your throat chakra, preparing for that conversation, releasing what it is that needs to be released. We also have presence. So I'm feeling like very spiritual presence here because it has that purple hue to it. You could be receiving some kind of spiritual communication or feeling heavy spiritual presence around you right now. It could even mean that you are becoming more present with yourself, with the Hermit here as well, just spending a lot of time rooting and grounding yourself as well. And we also have decisions. So the solar plexus chakra as well. The solar plexus chakra is important because that is where we make our decisions. That is where we feel the energy, the confidence to make our decisions. So that chakra as well could be highlighted for you at this time as important for you to take a look at. There is a decision that you will be making. There is a decision that you will be making. It could, again, have to be around your family or quite possibly even your work life. Take what resonates. But what is going to be most important for you, pile number 4, is to listen to your intuition when it comes to the decision that you need to make, but also to keep in mind that bigger picture that we talked about as well, what you're actually here meant to do, and how you can come about this outcome. Pile number 4. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. And if you really, really enjoyed the reading, make sure to check out my Patreon that I have linked down below for early access and exclusive access to content like this that is not being released anywhere else. So I hope you enjoyed this reading again, and I will see you in another reading. Peace.